Remember the outdoor game with Kansas City? Imagine that. Who would I both?
And I noticed there is the yellow 3-foot running track.
Greetings from the Empire State. We're on Long Island here today as the Alvernia University Golden Wolves look to get back into the win column by taking off the Hofstra Pride. They've seen this group for a couple of years now, and Alvernia's had very mixed success. But one thing always certain is they've been able to take Hofstra to the distance, which is always very helpful. We suspect that today, Jackson Lesko will probably start back in net. Carson Lopez did not make the journey. And something's got to change if Alvernia wants to get a win back here, and they need one. This is a must-win game for Alvernia, ultimately, as harder opponents are kind of coming up ahead here. I know Bloomsburg doesn't count, but but in all honesty, there's a couple of D2 teams coming up here, and Alvernia's success with D2 teams this year hasn't been the best. And a win here today, I think, is going to greatly boost their chances coming up on that. What that's going to require is that's going to require the defense to be strong here today, something that hasn't manifested itself in fullness as of recent, as Alvernia got torched last game, lit up by Kutztown D2, 10-2, after a great start, just a complete collapse of the game as time went on. That's all for pretty much Alvernia. Just keeping an eye on the players as they go along. A whole lot of people with actually points records coming up. One to mention, Brian Pilpel, 3 points from 50 careers. So keep an eye out on him today. He's looking for that. Those last 3. And a whole bunch of players here, freshmen, chomping at the bit to get there first. On the other side for the Hofstra Pride, without Spiro Marcolis now, they have to start a different goaltender. We suspect Angelo Monzello will probably play. He's number 90. And they still have star-studded athlete Matthew Matarazzo on their team. He is a star-studded goal scorer and definitely is going to be a factor in this game. He's been a factor of every game that Alvernia has ever played against Hofstra since I've come on. Currently in the last year, I believe, of his time here with the Hofstra Pride and looking to make it count. Other returning faces that I do recognize, James Von Aaron, who is the second man to Matt Matarazzo. He's a setup man for a lot of times for him. There's also Jordan Cox, who is another face you'll remember. Other than that, though, not a whole lot of other people on here that have been well tenured as far as I remember from my time from year 1 to year 3. It'll be interesting to see how Manzello does in net here today, as this will be the first time Alvernia sees him or his backup, Steven DiNotera. Going back the other way, keep an eye out on there, number 18, Reese Wilson, who was named alternate captain as of recent. We mentioned that last game, along with his partner there, Phil Juswick. They're big contributors on the defensive side, and Alvernia, offensively defensive is the best way to put them currently. The defense is just getting involved a lot. And you see it here, the defense obviously taking their offensive shots. Brian Pilpel looking to continue his point streak, and a couple of guys looking to get on the boards. Andrew Denny got really close last game, able to split defenders there for a second, and almost put one past Kutztown and knocked that third goal, but nothing coming of it. We suspect he'll get one very, very soon. And Keith Waldron putting in the work to get some chances. That's all we have for the pregame as of now. We join you from the Empire State, and we'll be back with you as soon as our action starts here in a couple of minutes. I'm glad to see that there was a group of people that took my advice and decided to stay in their cozy homes as I'm freezing out here in the ice rink. No, I'm kidding. Actually, I hate the rain more than I do the ice rink right now. But once again, we're about to get the festivities started here. And once again, Alvernia trying to get back in the win column here. A not-so-fun game for them last time. A great start. And that's been Alvernia's biggest thing. They've had great starts and just not so much falling apart, but falling off in the middle and ends of games. Anyways, we're about to get started with our national anthem any second as they send out some of the starters. We suspect that the festivities will get going about any minute now as Duncan McDowell skates out to take the net. An interesting choice that Coach Borelli gives him the nod after the Kutztown game. I'm not opposed to it, though, whatsoever. I think McDowell did a great job and just played with a really bad hand in that game, having to come in and replace Carson Lopez. Carson Lopez, who was playing with illness at the time, and that is a bad recipe for success, but you got to do what you got to do in this league. They'll send out Mark Torrey, Brendan Fergus, Phil Juswick, Nate Ciccarelli as the festivities get going, and Reese Wilson, I presume. That puck's clear in. Ciccarelli goes around to fetch it. Back comes Hofstra, working through ventral ice. Shot in. It's going to skid around the boards. It's going to have to be Juswick to clear it out. Oh, early save for McDowell. He had to fall on top of it. Errant play there by the Golden Wolves. And that's not the way you want to start it out. That face-off gets stuck for a second there. Hofstra, though, able to win it, trying to cycle the pass coming through. It goes wide. That was a shot from the outside there by their number 12. Here comes Fergus. Brendan Fergus does great on the breakaways. Didn't have one there, but has some room to operate with. Nearly intercepted there by Hofstra. Out goes number 16. He's being harassed all the way down. Trying to go past McDowell, and McDowell comes up clean with that one. James Von Aaron trying to strike early here. Nothing coming. Joey Mullen joins the fray with Chris Claycomb, Hayden Peoples, Ben Maurer, and John Bellantoni. Shout out to Mullen, who's 1 point away now from his fifth in career. Fifth in his first season, just say 1 goal, 3 assists right now. As shot comes in from Hofstra, trying to get that puck cycled around and find an open angle against McDowell. Nothing was there. And Maurer, a very speedy player, going back for that one. Hofstra, not able to get in. In comes Mullen. Mullen puts it in the back of the net. Joey Mullen, we just said it. His 5th point. 2 goals, 3 assists. And this kid is on fire right now. Running away with it. And you see the crew follow right on behind. An early start, something that the Golden Wolves definitely needed. They haven't been able to get the first goal in their last couple of games. here, able to do just that. Face-off won by Alvernia. It's back to Hofstra, though. Hofstra way at the edge of their own zone, trying to find a break-in. Tony sends it along. We'll have our first icing call, and play will be redirected to the defensive zone for Alvernia. Back goal coming 1 minute, 12 seconds in. And even strength for Joey Mullen, who now has his 5th career point. His first season, and oh! Way to dunk in the back of the net there. A quick response there by Hofstra. That one gets across the net. It's an open angle, and it finds the open man there. I'm trying to see the number. That would be 89. And you suspect Nico Bolzark. Happy to get that one. And as quickly as Alvernia got the lead there, Hofstra's deficit gets erased. Jordan Cox had to go get some communication with his team there. Wins the face-off. Von Winter playing defensive duties. That's sent all the way back down. No icing, though. Alvernia will have a free hand to try to get this puck. It's Brian Pilple. He misses. Hofstra working back the other way. It's a 3-on-2 right now. Numbers coming in for the Golden Wolves, 3-on-3. Stuck behind the boards and cleared out by Alvernia. Only as far as the edge. And Alvernia content to take this one up ice. That's a cross pass, nobody home. Looked like it was Garcia trying to find someone or leave it to someone that potentially could go and get it. And it works out in the end as Sparaccio is able to get across and find it. Sparaccio to Garcia. Garcia trying to go back. Oh! Just wide. Centering. Couldn't quite get it out to the man he wanted. It was Sparaccio. And down comes Hofstra. Leveled along the boards, though. That's going to take 44 out of the game for a couple of seconds and give Alvernia a free hand to get that puck back. Play blown dead as McDowell makes another save. And Grace Heidberg leveled along the boards there by Alvernia. Face-off coming in. Alvernia able to win it. That's Phil Juswick. Juswick from behind the net. Trying to operate and find space. He's going to try to find Sands. Instead, taken up by Reese Wilson. Reese Wilson goes around a man. Makes the man miss. Oh! He nearly got all the way through. Hofstra in a jam, trying to get that puck out now. Alvernia trying to respond to Hofstra's response to them. That's a lot of responses going on right now. Puck stuck in neutral ice and went all the way back. And I'm sorry, it's kind of hard to follow the puck. I have the fog in front of me. Cleared around the boards there. That one came in from number 11 for Hofstra. Tried for a break. Hofstra getting jammed up by Carpenter. That puck got knocked loose, thankfully. From around the boards, trying to operate. It's James Von Aaron. Von Aaron has the first goal for Hofstra here. Not the first goal of the game, though. That belongs to Joey Mullen in case anyone tuned in late. And it's cleared just out of the goal crease there. Shot coming in. Saved by McDowell. Shot again. He skulls it whole. He's going to get down on top of that one for a nice save. Out comes Joey Mullen, the Alvernia goal scorer. And they're going to send out that line in order to get some business done here. It's Claycomb, Maurer, Mullen, Bellantoni, and Peoples. Claycomb the center. The faceoff gets one there. Mullen's going to escape with it. Doesn't go far, and the refs saw something that they were none too happy with there. Not a penalty, we believe, just offsides on that. Had Mullen been able to keep control of that puck, though, or get a link pass, might have been able to get a free hand at the goaltender there. Either way, that puck goes back in. Shot coming in. Lopez just going to hang on to that one. Swallow it whole. And pucks are a good, healthy dose of diet there for a goaltender. It keeps them in the game. You don't want to give him too much, but a couple here and there are not the worst thing in the world. Peoples trying to get along the boards and find a breakout. He's going to find Joey Mullen. Mullen makes the man miss on the stick. On 2 sticks coming together there. Nothing coming of it. Left for Bellantoni. Bellantoni sends that one in. Oh, and tried for a nice soft pass there. Doesn't work out the way I think they intended. Choreographed well by Alvernia. Just one mistake gets that pass loose, and Hofstra was going back the other way. That gets sent down. No icing to call. Hofstra, from behind the net they operate. Alvernia trying to keep that pin along the boards there. Andrew Denny finds it. Maurer takes a shot. It's still in play. And you heard that hit something along the way. And the ref's unhappy with something there. You saw Denny go down near the end, but they're going to hook number 12 here for Hofstra. Say goodbye to Dan McCarty for about 2 minutes here. It's good for 2 minutes. Alvernia goes up a man, and this is where the Golden Wolves need to cash in. A place they haven't been too effective in for the past couple of games this season, and a place they need to be effective in now. They'll send out Bellantoni, Claycomb, Pilpel, Wilson, and Maurer. Not a bad line to send out there. That's their first power play line. As it's kept in by Bellantoni, got caught in the gear there for a couple of seconds. Shot coming in. Maurer takes a shot. Oh, Claycomb nearly had it out front. Trying for a clear around the boards is Hofstra. Bellantoni beating him out to it. Bellantoni nearly a hat-trick hero during the during the tournament at Penn State, during the Harrisburg game, I believe. Refs saw something they were not too happy with there to stop the puck. I believe it was offsides. I don't know. And no offsides. Puck must have hit the netting then. And due to the fog, I can't quite see where the puck is, only the puck carriers. Maurer trying to get it across, and that's cleared out of the zone. About a puck and a half left in this power play for Alvernia. Bellantoni has to make a quick choice here. He does. Leaves it for Maurer to work with. Then Maurer goes back the other way. Maurer. Pilpel would have had a shot at it, and it's in the back of the net. Just squeaks on through. What the heck happened? Came out a little bit too far to try and play it, and Alvernia cashes in on a weird power play. A really, really weird power play. Brian Pilpel doing the funniest celebration I think I've ever seen. He has no clue what happened there, but Alvernia back in the lead here. And you said it. We said it here. You need to cash on the power play, and they did just that. The first deliverable of this game, get the first goal. The second, cash in on a power play. Alvernia up 2-0. Hofstra trying to get a quick response again. Some action from along the boards. It's cleared out. Out comes Ciccarelli. Ciccarelli to Torrey. Torrey shot coming in off the pads. Oh! Coming in again. Shot tried for the sharp angle. That was Torrey. Along the boards, that puck gets caught up, and Alvernia just keeping it in. Off the netting it goes. And sadly, no delay of game penalties in this league here, but Alvernia will get a face-off. A very advantageous position for the Golden Wolves. Shot came in. Looks like got off the pads there. Denny takes a shot, gets blocked in the traffic. Denny got it left behind, tries to squeak it on through. It's out of play. A 2-on-1 developing there for Hofstra. Doesn't go very far, now does it. An admirable effort by Nico Bolzark, who had the first goal. I believe is his last name. I couldn't quite see the last name on the game sheet. Ciccarelli coming in. So if I mispronounced the last name, I do apologize. The right on the game sheet was a bit wonky for me to read. Hofstra working from behind the net. Along the boards they go. Sent down ice. Too many men for Alvernia to go back and get it. It'll be an icing no matter what. And we're going to flip back the other way. Face-off by Alberta, shot coming in. That one batted out by the goaltender there. Manzello. Garcia trying to go back to get it. It's Brian Pilpel. Pilpel pinned up along the boards. Trying to operate a unit. Shot coming in. Saved again by Manzello. Working back the other way. It's a foot race to the ages. Winter tries to intercept that puck. Doesn't quite work his way. I'm sorry, not Winter. That's Conabier. Dom Garcia squeaks it to Sparaccio. Sparaccio harassed along the way. Oh! He gets tangled up. Able to knock that puck loose, though, is Hofstra, and they're going to be very happy to get that play off. Trying to get it to neutral ice. Von Winter, though, able to keep it in. Sparaccio along the boards. Tries to cross it to Pilpel. Keeping it in. Conabier, and an excellent read by him. It doesn't quite go his way there, but the effort is admirable. Shot coming in there. Saved by Manzello. Sparaccio is going for a second one. He got tangled up along the way. Landon Sands along the boards to get the puck. Intercepts it along the way. Hofstra able to squeak it after a poke check. Shot coming in for Conabier. Shot again. Oh, and a save by Manzello. Back the other way. Hofstra. 2-on-1 developing. Alvernia able to keep it, and oh, what a save there from McDowell. Just kind of got right off his chest protector. And that's going to be forced all the way back. And a fast-played first period here as we're already almost 9 minutes through. Falling just south of the 9-minute mark right now as Carpenter's along the boards. Left it behind. Shot coming in for Waldron. Kept in. Bellantoni set to collect. Bellantoni shot coming in. Whoa! Ricochet! Ricochet, baby! What a goal! Bellantoni sends it in. I think a deflection. Able to wind that off, but I think based on the way the line's going, it was an all Bellantoni goal. And if you're able to see that play, it takes a weird deflection all the way in. Bellantoni with a snipe shot. And continuing his great season, whether it is a goal or an assist in his favor, just continuing to be that defenseman that's delivering. And Bellantoni was also on our star watch. I think he surpassed it, if I'm remembering correctly. I don't have my sheet with me as of current, but I know he was somewhere on there. Alvernia again pinned up along against the boards as Hofstra trying anything to get that puck back in their possession. That's now a 3-1 lead after Bellantoni performed a really insane shot. I'll say it again. That's a hard angle to reach. Peoples working from Alvernia's defensive zone. Hofstra trying to get it back the other way. Looking to go north on offense. That's going to skid just a little bit too far for them. And cleared in. Looks to be by Mullet. Around the boards, coming out front, digging for the shot. Oh! What a save there by Manzello. Manzello got down just in time to make the save on Mullen. And music was queued up a little bit early there, and time ticking down really quickly. We're down to just 4.5 minutes. Shots coming in. Oh, it goes wide. Cleared out, though, and finds the way to stick of Bellantoni. Bellantoni goes inside. Bellantoni to Claycomb. Claycomb tries to work it back to Bellantoni. Bellantoni tries to get loose. Takes a shot. Loses his stick along the way. Shot coming in. All action on the ice. Fergus from behind the net. He's pinned. Back to Peoples. That one goes a little bit high. Stays in play for Bellantoni. Bellantoni back to Denny. Andrew Denny. Denny. Oh, he loses the puck along the way. Denny has to go back quickly. It's a one-on-one for the goaltender if he can't get back. And no, McDowell the save. Bellantoni finds a cross pass looking for Fergus. Not quite able to get there. Fergus intercepts along the way. In goes Denny. Hofstra trying to keep any possession at this point. I'm sorry, that clock I think says 8:31. It said 9 originally. I thought the timer went down a little bit too fast. It's a blocked angle due to the boards. Hofstra working back the other way here. Trying for a quick shot potentially. No, blocked along the way, but the quick shot did almost come in. That one taken by Jordan Cox, and we knew Jordan Cox was going to be a factor in this game. Reese Wilson. Across to Fergus, clears it in for Ciccarelli. Throws it up by Manzello, and we'll get a stoppage in play. Garcia to center. Sparaccio almost in control of that faceoff there. He's trying to beat out the Hofstra player. It's kept in, though, by Alvernia. 2-6 come together, and it stays inside the zone. Now able to squeak it out, and Hofstra's going to get a change of personnel, potentially. They forego the change of personnel and keep the unit out on ice, but playing defensively here. Trying to just get to the end of the period and get a talk with the bench bosses, as they're now down 3-1. If I'm correct. Okay, it is 3-1. The scoreboard might just be broken. It confuses me greatly. Throwing me off. There's 7:41 left. It looks like it says 1:41 because it's blocked. Oh, pandemonium. Hofstra trying to go north with some offense. It's Brian Pilpel in the way, slowing that down. Shot goes wide. Poked along the way. Phil Juswick to collect his own pass. And Sprun loses Garcia. Garcia to Pilpel, to Garcia, to Sparaccio. No! The pass doesn't get there on the third try, and gloved down by Manzello. An admirable effort by the Golden Wolves, though, to make a nice passing play and try to go tic-tac goal on that one. Jimmy Sparaccio would have been the benefactor of an amazing goal. Pass just gets a little bit too far ahead of him. Garcia tries center for something. Was looking for Pilpel, I believe, to maybe tip it on the inside or get the shot in the back of the net himself. I don't know. Either way, kept in. Sparaccio clears it on the inside. Conabeer, a little bit further in the zone than normal. He's trying to play some offense, it looks like. Hofstra works out. Ref's arm goes up for a penalty, and as this is icing, Alvernia will go down a man. Errant as it is, you knew the one thing that Alvernia didn't want to do is go on the boards. Conabeer, not a terrible penalty to take, in all honesty, but Alvernia now has to kill. It'll start on their outside zone because of the icing call. So Alvernia may have the chance here to clear the puck and kill off time on the clock. 2 minutes of which to work with. This unit has 6.5 left in this first period. And you know who they're going to send out to center, the assistant captain, number 11. Matthew Matarazzo. Matarazzo, such a household name here. A hello to his folks if they're watching from home, by the way. That's centered out. Finds way back into Matarazzo. Matarazzo. Works his way to number 12. Cycling in. Jordan Cox nearly found him, or sorry, Von Aaron nearly found him. Matarazzo tries to keep it in. He does. Trying to work it. Takes a shot. Saved by McDowell. Sorry, Dan McCarty is working with Matarazzo and Von Aaron. Also out there with them is Jordan Cox, I believe. Shot nearly came through. Nice block by Alvernia. Intercepted. Oh, nearly a breakaway. Hayden Peoples commanding the troops. From behind the boards, Hofstra attempting to work. Down ice they go very quickly here. They have to try to capitalize. And a nice stop by Alvernia. They slow down the power play unit. Trying to work it. Shot coming in. And he can't track the shot. And oh, in the net and the benches. Coach Morelli and Mike Hinkle almost took that one to the face. That would have been bad. The coaches look fine. The puck gets a little bit of bench action, and we're down about 5.5 here left to go. 45 seconds in the power play for the Pride. Trying to work this puck. McCarty's waiting on the outside. Only man. And he's done a good job at stopping those Alvernia breakaways. They've had a couple near ones. Shot in. Goes out the back of the net. And Alvernia's going to benefit from that one as that's going to go back their way. Going back north. Alvernia looking for some northern offense here. In comes Waldron. Waldron gets around a man. Has to find a passing option. Can't do it alone. Gets taken down along the way. Manzello has to clear it. Waldron and Waite with Carpenter. Back the other way with 3 seconds left before we go back to even strength. Even strength we go now with 4.5 left in this period. Conabeer quickly hits the bench and out comes the fifth man. That's jammed along the boards. Cleared along the way. Trying to go for it is Carpenter. Carpenter moving quick with it. Oh, he poked it ahead of the player. Poked it ahead. That could have been dangerous. Roman Carpenter, where's that coming from? That was Von Aaron that he poked it from. Trying to get a work in. Hofstra attempting for the setup. From behind the net. Around the boards they go. Phil Juswick, the benefactor of a loose puck there. And not good control by the Pride. As that puck gets out, Maurer trying to intercept. It's caught in neutral ice. Hofstra goes north. Shot coming in, blocked along the way. Player took that one, and it's out of play. And it should be on the outside zone, if I'm not mistaken. Or are they going to bring them in? Sorry, they're going to... No. Wait, yeah, they are going to bring them in. I was confusing. The three gentlemen were staying on the line there. A rare face-off by Reese Wilson. As that puck is jammed around the boards. Out come the Golden Wolves. Trying to get the puck from the Pride in neutral ice. Reese Wilson, the benefactor of a dumping currently. And he's going to be able to send them north here. That's spun along. It's a 2-on-1 for the Golden Wolves to try to stop the defender. It's sent into the benches, out of play. Alvernia will get a chance to get a face-off right outside of that offensive zone and maybe go in for one last try here before the period potentially ends. Or sorry, they're going to bring him inside of the zone, excuse me. We're just north of 3 minutes left to play here. As you can tell by the clock, 3:06 left to go. Face-off won by Hofstra. Around the boards it goes. It was McCarty. McCarty, though, leaving it to the waiting stick of Mullen. Inside. Trying to sound front. He does it all himself. Tries for a stuff attempt. Oh, it's still out there. Shot again. Shot again. And cleared out of the way. It falls to Hofstra's stick. They're trying to clear it. It'll go out to neutral ice. Conabeer sends it all the way back in. And Alvernia going to collect. Manzello had a real hard defensive duty there getting that puck. He has stopped several shots right out in front of him. And the puck just gets squeaked loose every time. Conabeer trying to center in front. That was hopping all around. On the outside, the puck waits. It's back in. Intercepted by Alvernia. Mullen to Winter. Batted aside there on the pads by Manzello. Manzello's been called upon a lot today. Shot! Coming in, it's wide. Called upon a lot, Manzello has been. He's been pretty good, other than the 3 goals he's given up, obviously. As we fall to about a minute, 2 minutes here. We're just south of 2 minutes, I should say. Sorry, I can't quite see the clock. It's cut off the top. And all pandemonium on that puck as it's finally cleared away. A puck and a half to go here in this first half. Quarter. Period, my God. Too many sports. Back goes Alvernia. Quick work for Winter. He clears it in. Shot coming off the pad. Looking for a rebound there, though. Fergus was hunting. And the Wolves hunted packs, and they were doing it there. In comes Peoples. Gets the puck loose. Hofstra able to get 2 sticks together. It's Matarazzo. Shot going wide. Matthew Matarazzo trying to cash in here. He's a regular. Knocked loose. Hofstra able to keep it in. Sticked along the way, and Alvernia spun loose. 45 seconds left here. It's a one-on-one. Trying to angle it. Oh! Saved by Manzello. Working the other way. It's behind his net. No icing call. Denny has to play defensive duties with this line. That's out in front. Oh, it skips just past the legs. Trying for a shot coming in. Setting up. Shot. Dougie McDowell sends it aside. And that's all the way down the other way. 14 seconds left. Sparaccio was quick to go back the other way. He's got some legs on him. Beware him. Doubles up as a lacrosse player as well, so not only is he fast on skates, he's fast on his own 2 feet. And the rest don't like, so he busts at the top of the shelf. They blew the whistle, and they deny a goal as time runs out. Oh. Figure 1 more second, that's in the back of the net. We'll rejoin you. Alvernia up 3-1 off of some amazing goals here early on, and they've had Hofstra's number early.
Shots on goal, 18-12.
Shots on goal belong to Al.
Wait, 18?
Yeah. 18 for us, 12 for them. We'll rejoin you for the second. A couple of corrections before we start. Maurer was given credit on the goal. Brian Pipple will receive the assist, and he'll still be 2 points shy of his career mark 50. As mentioned before, Bellantoni, I can confirm now, had a sharp angle shot on what was one of the best goals I've ever seen. If only my camera caught the post-period celebration, but oh well. And then lastly, I was told 18-12 on shots. There's also the box, and the refs have counted 19-14. So separate deliberations on that as well. Either way, a great period for Alvernia. They really gave the hammer to the Hofstra Pride, and they can't let up on the gas. This Hofstra Pride has struck several times to tie up games in the past to take Alvernia beyond regulation. A place where Alvernia has not done too well against the Pride. McDowell will go to the other side of the ice. As we get set for the second period. Alvernia deploys the numbers for a quick warm-up. And the hero for Hofstra in that first period has to be Manzello. Manzello stopping, obviously, 16 of the 19 shots on an Alvernia team that was constantly breaking away from him. We'll get started with the festivities in a minute or so. Coming to center ice, Chris Claycomb, Joey Mullen. What should be, I believe, Maurer. And we're off. Juswick sits in the back with Reese Wilson. The fog is just, the glass is just so fogged up I can barely see. That board, oh, that puck's out in front. That was a weird one, a weird deflection. Shot came in for the Golden Wolves. Went wide. Shot again. Oh! Able to turn that one aside was Manzello, and they're going to stop play. They're going to hook someone for the slash. And we'll see. They got 15, I believe. Or, sorry, not 15. Who are they going to... Oh, sorry. It was Mullen. Excuse me. I don't know the way the Hofstra players were going to the other side, it was going to be that, but oh well. I also forgot we swapped sides. What the heck? Hofstra trying to work this puck in cycle. They go to the inside, trying to find an open angle. Mid-center of the offensive zone. Shot coming in. Shot on the other side. Oh, Duncan McDowell with the save. Trying to work the same angle. 20 seconds gone by in this power play. Only a minute through in the period. To the outside they go. Bounced inside. Jordan Cox to Von Aaron. Aaron shot coming in. McCarty. Looks like he went just wide there. Out front. And that was going to clear itself to neutral ice. McCarty has to take it all by himself there. He's going to get some help, though, from Von Aaron. Von Aaron, McCarty, back the other way they go. Shot. Cleared in for Von Aaron. Von Aaron going to try for a nice chance here. On the outside to Cox. Inside to McCarty. Matarazzo's out there. He's in possession with the puck. Inside to Bolzark. Bolzark handling. Goes to the outside. Finds Cox. Cox tries to send it in. Took a deflection. Bellantoni's going to rip that one far out with half a minute to go here on that power play. And where Shark had a chance. Oh! Nearly had it. And then leveled along the boards, but Jimmy Smiracchio. Quick skates. Mullen almost out of the box. 10 seconds left here.
10.
Centering Matarazzo, shot, saved by McDowell. With 3 left on the penalty to Mullen. And Alvernia is now taking 2 calls to the box. They need to be mindful not to take many more. Their penalty kill has gotten better, it seems, though. A lot more fundamentals being employed and able to clear that puck in this game a little bit better. Might just be the quality of the competition, might just be the coaching strategies as the power play for Hofstra is over. Out goes, looks like Maurer. Shot! Oh, that one's set aside. Alvernia's gonna get the chance here to control the offensive zone, but it's a breakout for Hofstra. Trying to work their way. And the rest not seeing something that they're too happy with. And offsides, perhaps. Looks like that's what it will be. My angle through the fog is not too good on that side. Face off one, Mullen gets it back to him. Jeswick gonna float it out. Finds his way to the inside of the offensive zone. In comes Mullen, Joey Mullen. Had the first goal, tried for a second, went high. Trying to go in again. Attempting to keep that puck in zone. Hofstra having a tough time clearing. Hofstra's finally able to get it out. They're gonna get a 3-on-2 here. Shot coming in, it's in the back of the net. Rip it wide, rip it on. Aiden Sullivan brings this game within 1. And now Alvernia has to be considering this 1-goal deficit that they now have. Shot coming in off the glass. They might want to tackle on another here. Close deficits have not been their game this year. Around the boards, Hofstra trying to clear. They get it out. Going back in to collect is Maurer trying to get a hold of it. Along the boards. Able to hold Hofstra in their own zone. It's Fergus now hunting. Ferguson looks like, is that Waldron? Or no, it's Torrey, excuse me. Conabeer turns it around, tries to center it for someone. Out in front, Torrey has to go back. He's looking for a passing option. It's out. And sprung loose. Hofstra comes in, Jason Aaron, shot! Went wide, he waited too long! McDowell with the save! Alvernia back the other way. Shot comes in. Manzello forced to make a save. An advantageous position for the Golden Wolves to set up. And can we just appreciate that breakaway save by McDowell? Hugs that side of the post. Right, Von Aaron waited a little bit too long to take that shot, it looked like. But still. That puck's cleared out. Not very far, though. Alvernia was able to quick get a hold of it. It was temporary, but they're slowing down the Hofstra offense here. Shot coming in. Tried for a gut. Save. Saved again. And, oh, that got blocked in the traffic. Couldn't get the shot off. Bellantoni has one already today. He comes in quick. Bellantoni over. Oh, the pass misses. It misses. Shot goes wide. Smiracchio around the boards to find Pilpel. Sprung loose. It's a 2-on-1 for Hofstra to try to get that puck from Peoples. Not going to happen, he says. Back comes Hofstra through neutral zone. Tried for a shot here. Nothing coming yet. Shot coming in. No! McDowell says, I will hold on. Nico Bolzark had the first goal for this Hofstra crew and unable to get another one there as he tries to rip a shot. Hofstra did have a good try to rip the angle on their last goal, and they're able to rip it right past McDowell on a breakaway. This time, not so lucky on that one. McDowell was able to get across the time and make the save. And 38 viewers, the number that McDowell wears, hilarious enough. Juswick. Behind the boards. Sends it over to Sparaccio. Out comes Jimmy Sparaccio. Sparaccio has Garcia. Garcia shot! It's in the back of the net! And Dom Garcia, sneaky and slippery as he may be, he puts one in the back of the net and retakes the lead. 2 goals back on the board, and Hofstra has to reclaim that deficit. There you go, Dom.
Gave an assist to Justin. I don't think he'll touch the puck.
Hofstra has to clear it back into their own zone there and try to work out. Alvernia in possession and back the 2-goal lead here. And they have been dominant so far. Yes, the 2 goals given up. Otherwise, though, a picture-perfect game for them, as they got back in stride. Lifted along on a nice saucer. That one cleared in by Carpenter. He couldn't settle it down. It's out again. In comes Juswick. Shot. Oh, that one got loose. Cross pass. Shot coming in. And Carpenter trying to get an assist on the play Sixnius made famous here. Claycomb on the outside looking in for this faceoff. It's Joey Mullen instead. Kept in by Alvernia. Alvernia, the Golden Wolves, trying to cross for a pass here and get another goal. Didn't quite work out as intended to plan. And Manzello forced to make a save. He couldn't do it, trying to backpedal it in the back of the net. In comes Bauer, shot! Saved by Manzello. And they're looking for a new puck now. And trying to squeeze it through the puck hole. I don't know if that hole is used for pucks or for cameras, to be completely honest. Face off won by Alvernia. Shot coming in. Quick save by Manzello. And ripped from the back point there. I believe it was Maurer. I couldn't quite see the numbers. And changes coming on for Hofstra. They've been hemmed in here. Alvernia doing a very good job at that this game. Keeping their offense engaged in their own defensive zone. Yes. Keeping their offense engaged in their opponent's defensive zone. They're going to stop play there. Looks like the puck might have gone out of play. Going to bring it to the outside here. Puck out of play on Alvernia, one might assume. Face-off won by Alvernia again, something they've done very effectively in this game. Now we're trying to cross for Claycomb or Mullen. Mullen gets the puck along the boards. And Hofstra intercepting, trying to work it back the other way. Nearly kept it by Alvernia, but Hofstra coming back to the 2-on-1. Trying to work it, shot, no, it goes wide. And he had a passing option, just didn't take it. Shot coming in, it goes wide. And high on that one, shot again. And Hofstra just shooting pucks all over the ice to the goal. See if anything works. Incoming Alvernia, shot! Deflected off the pads. Manzello stretched out far for that one, and the extension gets there. Hofstra back the other way. Alvernia quick to collect, but Hofstra able to keep it in. It's Matthew Matarazzo. And Cox, Matarazzo, Von Aaron out there. You also can't forget, as they come off though now.
I know. She also said she wants a picture of Brian.
Personnel changes. Face off won by Hofstra, it looks like. Trying to get something out in front, nothing home. It's Nate Ciccarelli who's gonna clear it. Ciccarelli sends it down. Here comes Hofstra. Back the other way, nothing going for him. And play caught in the neutral zone. Hofstra has a break in the offensive zone, taking a shot, gets blocked, it goes to Peoples' stick. Hayden Peoples around the board, he sends it. That one goes out wide, and forced to make a save is Manzello. Torrey gets ahead of play. Time check here. We're just a little north of 9 minutes gone here. 11:02 left. And Alvernia able to reclaim their 2-goal lead most recently. And we'll do this jig again as the puck goes out of play. There's the man on the ice right now, number 92, Dom Garcia, who got the last goal set to take the face-off. Wins it. Brian Popel going in to try to retake it. I think Hofstra might have gone a poke on the stick. I can't quite see from that angle. I get the heads for you guys, though, on the camera. Shot comes in. It went wide. Tried to poke it through. Play stuck along the boards. It's out loose in front. Here comes Hofstra. It's a 2-on-1. Peoples harassing all the way. In comes Matt Matarazzo. Around the boards. Alvernia's going to send that to Sparaccio. Sparaccio couldn't quite get it to his man Garcia. Garcia not able to quite get control. Here comes Matarazzo again. Shot! Goes off of McDowell's pads to the side. He pads it off to the side and keeps it in the protection of his stick for a second there. Gloved out of the air by McDowell. And the stick taps from Alvernia, admiring and acknowledging what McDowell just did there for the team. Out come Waldron, Denny, Carpenter, Wilson, and Juswick to do some work. Denny trying to get that puck loose. Batted out of the air by McDowell. It's stuck along the boards and leveled along the way. The refs don't like that leveling. They're going to call it for a cross check, I believe. If so, it was a very soft cross check by Juswick. Oh, they called it roughing. I didn't see roughing. I know I saw Juswick maybe do a little bit of cross check with the stick to the front, but the refs deliberated and they said Juswick will sit for 2 on a roughing call. Alvernia's been good on the penalty kill so far today. Let's hope they can continue. Trying for the cycle here. Hofstra. Shot coming in. McDowell bats it away. Trying to get it clear here and kill time off that clock. Hofstra good to intercept it. Left behind. Von Aaron goes inside, shot coming across the net. And that's a shot coming in. Number 9, he kind of just lifted it right in there. If I'm corrected, that's Jordan Cox. Sorry, excuse me. Yeah, I was right. I said Von Aaron was 16, Jordan Cox. Jordan Cox gets that goal. A nice pass from Von Aaron. And we're back to a 1-goal deficit here for Hofstra. Alvernia is clinging on to a very, very small lead. The first power play conversion for Hofstra of the day came 31 seconds in, not 21, 31. And you have to think Alvernia has to stop doing this penalty jig if they want to maintain a lead of 1 or more goals. John Bellantoni skates down ice, he's going quickly. Looking for Joey Mullen. Mullen, quick to get to it. Kept it by Hayden Peoples. Peoples goes across. Alvernia setting something up. Oh, trying for a nice pass, I think, to Claycomb to tip it in. Just not there. Back the other way comes Hofstra. Intercepted by Alvernia and cleared out. Through neutral ice. A free hand for a play. Shot by Maurer. Mullen. He has the puck in his possession. Around they go. Maurer tries to find an open man. Alvernia still in possession. Back for a 2-on-2 though now is Hofstra. Batted down by Alvernia. Kept in neutral ice. Skids into their zone and Alvernia has to touch up before Hofstra can go. Shot coming in. Has to glove it, Manzello. Felt a little bit of pressure there and Alvernia putting it on him just fine. While we wait for these changes, here's a trivia question that'll be announced. We'll announce the answer sometime in the third period. What defenseman for Alvernia got their first goal here last year? And I can tell you exactly from what point it was. As Alvernia tries to get this shot on net, it goes on and Manzella makes the save. But yeah, what Alvernia defenseman got his first goal here last year? And from my angle, from where the camera's currently facing, he got along that right side. It's an interesting question. It is an interesting question. And both Coach Borelli's got it right, so when I asked them. That puck stuck behind the net. Kept in by Alvernia. Shot coming in, gloved by Manzello, who has been very good for Hofstra. And you gotta think Alvernia's gotta find a way to crack this guy a couple more times with about 7.5 left to go in the second period. Alvernia clinging to a 1-goal lead now, if you're just joining us or rejoining us. They're trying to get back the 2-goal deficit on Hofstra. But Hofstra converting on a power play just 21 seconds in. Alvernia with the offensive zone hold. Out in front, nice clear though. Coming across for the save on the puck, oh my lord! I don't think I've ever seen a body go flying like that. Kept in by Alvernia. The pressure cooker is on. And Hofstra's feeling it. Around the boards it goes and finally Hofstra gets a break. Royce Dickinson enters the zone. As that puck just skids kind of into the Hofstra defensive zone. Alvernia going back to get it. It's Brian Pilpel. Pilpel has an assist today, trying to look for that goal. Skids across the goal line there. And Royce trying to get to it. Shot coming in. Oh, it goes wide. Might have got the arm on it there. Juswick trying to look for Wilson. Goes wide again. play goes for a slow down there. As Hofstra tries to clear it, it's still kept in. A battle along the boards. Brian Pilple using the body to shield that puck. He comes around. Tipped down front. Brought to the edge. Juswick keeps it in. Goes inside for Jimmy Sparaccio. Sparaccio has to make a quick move on it. He does just that. Doesn't quite work out in his favor. Hofstra comes back the other way. They're going north for some offense. 2-on-2. Shot comes in. It goes wide. Kept in by Hofstra. 5.5 left. Hofstra has Alvernia hemmed in right now, and they need to find a way to break out. Here comes Juswick to do just that. Tips it along. It's out of play out of the offensive zone for Hofstra, and that's going to be a sigh of relief for them. A nice hit laid by Phil Juswick to knock him off the puck. Shot coming in. Saved by McDowell. Around the boards they go. It's Garcia and Pilple in stride. Garcia enters with Pilple. Shot coming in. That puck got knocked loose of Garcia's stick after it took a deflection. It came right back to him there for about a second, I think. And Hofstra goes the other way. Incoming Hofstra. It was Matarazzo, I believe. Shot coming in. Comes across the net. Not quite there. Pilple has the free hand. Around the boards he goes. Trying to center for something. No! Manzello says no. Shot coming in from Carpenter goes wide. To Conabier, shot, swallowed whole. Manzello able to get the grab and frees up for a reset and a face-off upcoming. That should send out Waldron and Denny along with Carpenter, Conabier, and they should send out one of the men there. That'll be Vaughn Winter. Denny at center to take a face-off. Carpenter has to go back to retrieve a puck. Denny waits out in front of the net. He's going from behind, trying to center for a pass somewhere along the way. Finds his way back to Carpenter. Roman Carpenter tries to skid it out in front. He has to battle a couple of Hofstra players there to keep it in. Kept in and along the boards it goes. Collected by Hofstra. Poked along though in an errant pass play as Vaughn Winter keeps it in. Denny knocks him loose and that's a call. And they're going to hook Denny for something there. I couldn't really see what the ref was doing through the glass. And they called for boarding, which is odd. I didn't see a board anywhere. Interesting call. That's going to be a Hofstra power play. They converted on their last one to bring this game within one. Hofstra keeping it in. Cox for the shot. Not there. Cleared out and all the way. That's going to go 200 feet. Alvernia's penalty killers gang set for another stride by Hofstra to go north on offense. Matthew Matarazzo's been held off the board today. His line mates, though, and Jordan Cox, Vaughn Aarons, have not been. They've been involved in the action as much as he has. And defenseman Dan McCarty as well has been involved in the action. I forgot to mention him. And Nico Bolzark. That faceoff is going to come to the outside, though. Alvernia's going to have a chance here with about 3 minutes. We're just south of 3 minutes now to maybe get a good kill going here. And yes, they're able to keep that one in. That's going to shave a couple seconds away. Shot by Sparaccio. Shot again. Oh! Went wide. Around the boards it goes. No red jerseys in the way to get that puck Hofstra's going to get it down ice. It's a 3-on-2. Von Aaron. Along the boards, he gets jammed. It's back in Alvernia's possession. They're going to clear it all the way down, it looks like. And Manzello forced to play it. 39 seconds left on the penalty to Denny. Shot coming in. Glove by McDowell, and he's going to freeze up. Denny sits for another half minute here. So Alvernia will send out Reese Wilson, Phil Juswick, and Claycomb to back up Maurer for the rest of the kill. Hofstra goes back to point. On the inside along the boards. Shot! McDowell makes a save. He has to get ready again. Shot! Save again! Maurer clears it. And that's going to go down. That should just about do it for the power play. Maybe one more chance. And Reese Wilson airlifting that one out. Just going to do it. Hofstra has scored after a power play before. Something to keep an eye on. Denny's going to go to the bench. Mullen's going to come out. Refs go to help shut the door there. A puck and a half left to go in the second period here. And Alvernia keeping Hofstra hemmed into the zone here, trying to create a chance. They have time and space in which to work with. Shot coming in. Got blocked along the way. Alvernia able to just chip it along. Manzello's going to freeze it up and wait for a face-off to come his way. With 1 minute exactly to go. And Manzello's been seeing a lot of pucks by Alvernia. His defense, the benefactor of a couple of penalty kills that Alvernia's been forced to play. Otherwise, it's been all Alvernia in the offensive zone. And that shot's going to go all the way back. Hofstra has a chance to maybe do something here at the end. Shot coming in. Blocked by Peoples. Peoples gets it out. Cleared along the way. No, it's kept in by Hofstra about the neutral ice. Here comes a break for Alvernia. Trying to go around the net. Set something up. Bellantoni goes cross shot. Gets blocked in the traffic. That was Mullen. Mullen has 1 goal today, so does Bellantoni. That creates a break. Peoples covers. And with just under 20 seconds to go. Oh, Bellantoni and I can't tell what the number is on the back of that jersey, but they got stuck there for a sec. And that should do it for the period. Cleared down, and that will be the whistle. Maurer trying to go one-on-one with the goaltender at the end. Doesn't get the time, but Alvernia remains up by 1 going into the second intermission. 4-3 the score. Benefactor of that goal, Dom Garcia. He's been waiting for one for a little bit now. We'll rejoin you guys as soon as we start that third period. Hitting the ice for the third and final period. Alvernia hanging on by a thread, 1 goal. Hofstra came clawing back in that second period. And you think Alvernia needs a couple of goals here to pad the stats to take away the win. Dom Garcia, currently the game-winning goal on his stick. And you think Alvernia is going to have an all-out weapons fest here in this third period. Manzello has been quite exceptional for this Hofstra team with the Cox, Matarazzo, and Von Aaron line doing most of the offensive work for them. Now it's up to Alvernia to find a way to crack that first line and break Manzello. A tall task in itself. Called out, Maurer, Juswick, Claycomb, Wilson, and Mullen. Face off, won by Alvernia. They're going to play it back to their own zone. Quickly up ice to Maurer. Maurer's got a big body to shield that puck with. He takes an early shot. Glove down by Manzello. He pulled that one out of the air.
He's asking for directions to the restaurant.
Claycomb. Not able to win this faceoff. Hofstra able to pull it back. Mullen has to go around and quickly get it. He does just that. Winds it behind the net. In comes Claycomb to intercept. Hofstra had the puck for all but a second, but it's cleared out. It's Reese Wilson who has to clear it back in. Hofstra must play from behind their net now. Trying to go north for some offense here. And Wilson able to turn that puck on a dime back the other way. His hands up for offsides call there. And Hofstra does not dare take it. Alvernia back the other way. As we are now through the first minute of play in the third period. That one set up ice. And the boards are so foggy I can't even tell what's going on there. There's Peoples. Out of the fog he comes. Coming out, shot! Saved by Manzello. Centering, finds Ciccarelli. Ciccarelli, shot coming in! Glove down by Manzello. He'll freeze up. Face-off incoming. Hofstra from behind the net trying to work. Clearing it out. And play currently trapped in the neutral zone. Alvernia trying to get an offensive push. Same thing with Hofstra. They've had glimpses of it so far, but I think a feeling out process they're appearing. Whoa. Tangling up there and hauling each other down. And McCarty not too happy that call. In comes Von Aaron. Von Aaron trying to set a shot in. Cleared out it goes. And back to collect is McCarty. McCarty trying to find someone on the inside. Oh, find Hayden Peoples for Alvernia, number 3. Ref's arm up there for offsides. It'll be Peoples puck freely to play. As that one gets skidded out to neutral ice. Working in is Hofstra. Kendall on the boards. They have to go to the outside to try to find an open lane. Takes a shot. McDowell gloves it down, and he's going to stop that one for a freeze. We'll get a face-off up and coming in Alvernia's defensive zone. Hofstra in desperate need of a tying goal as we are now only just a little bit north of 3 minutes gone here. Conabier sends it along to Von Winter. Trying to find Dom Garcia. Kept in by the Pride, Hofstra Pride there, and pinned along the boards. Shot coming in, getting down to deflect it. A couple of good deflections there. Von Winter chips it around the boards. Trying to break in. It's Dom Garcia. He has currently the game-leading goal for this club. Out in front, Garcia tries center for someone. Blocked shot. It goes wide, and Manzello gets enough time to grab that one up. Alvernia and a change of personnel coming out. Claycomb, Mullen, Maurer. Set to be joined by Winter and Conabier for the rest of their shifts. Jordan Cox nearly was able to get that one out of his own defensive area and get a spring attack. And there he comes now. In he goes, but stopped by Von Winter along the way. Maurer along the boards. He's trying to drive the puck in. Oh, what a save. What an incredible save. He robbed him all the way down. Lunging out is Manzello to grab that. And Maurer trying to drag across and slot. Took a tumble on the way there. He was able to get up just fine. In disbelief, though, probably, that Manzello was able to grab that puck in any way, shape, or form. That's a tough save to make for any goalie. Just able to follow the puck carrier all the way through, and once he took his shot, knocked loose enough to get dive on it. Face-off up and coming. Won by the Golden Wolves. Hofstra able to quickly retake it. 2-6 came together on that one, and it canceled out. Hofstra got it. Juswick from behind his own net. And play by Reese Wilson there. Down the puck goes. No icing call. Joey Mullen tried to get there in time. Forced Hofstra to be very quick on that one, and they had to dump and run. Back behind the net. And leveled along the way there. Reese Wilson definitely took exception to Hofstra there on that one. And it's number 5. That's Andrew Amante. We hope he's okay. He got rocked. That's never easy for a player. The good news is he is sitting up, as they'll send out the trainers to come and take a look at him. We'll get back to you as soon as they're done with their examination. Amante able to get on his feet and skate himself off. Didn't look like he was laboring too much on the way back to the bench, which is a good sign for him and his team. We'll see how Hofstra chooses to deploy him the rest of the game. I would assume quite conservatively, as he took one big hit. 2 could be the end. Either way, face-off upcoming as the rest sort everything out. Here, Jordan Cox to exit ice. Alvernia trying to drive in a shot. Oh, saved by Manzello. And he's going to freeze that one up for another face-off. And Manzello able to make another save there. That's always a good sign that the goalie's also not rocked after a player injury. I know Manzello's going to check him out. Left in the same position though. He's still warmed up inside his net. Around the boards, Hofstra trying to clear this puck out. Through neutral ice they go, trying to go north for some offense here. It's number 88, Matt Matarazzo had it in possession. James Von Aaron. Matarazzo to Aaron. Oh! Von Aaron takes a shot. It goes off to this corner. And Ducky McDowell takes a slide along the way. He got lucky that it was cleared out. Sent in by the Golden Wolves, it looks like, from my angle. Roman Carpenter tried to get it. And oh, intercepted by Denny. Denny takes a shot. Glances wide, but nearly his first goal. Batted down. Denny gets it through the legs. Finds his way to Carpenter. Shot coming in. Carpenter tries to tuck it in. Oh! All pandemonium broke loose there at the end, but Manzello stood tall. He held his post. And at the end of that shift, Manzello probably begging for that whistle. I would be if I was him. Denny and Carpenter definitely putting on a big challenge there for Manzello, and he was up to the task. Alvernia able to keep that face-off they wanted, and they're able to keep it in the offensive zone. Sorry, I got distracted there for a second. Andrew Mont's back, which is a good sign. They got it checked out. Coming back the other way, shot, and that hits the rafters. My Lord, that's a high and wide. But yes, the report on Andrew Monte is he rejoined the bench, and he's back in gear, which is a very good sign for him. To center goes Torrey. Torrey wins it. It's going to get cleared out, though, along the way. Shot came in. Looks like he got deflected along the way, though. Shot! Deflected off of Lopez's, or not Lopez, sorry, McDowell's top pad there. I'm doing it again. My point about Lopez. Lopez did not make the trip here. They're giving him a rest since the last game, and not a bad thing for him. Hopefully he'll come back, recharge, and refresh for the next one. Alvernia through neutral ice, trying to enter the offensive zone. I can't really get a good angle on it because I can't see where the heck the puck is. There it is. Fergus goes around a defender, leaves it for Torrey. Torrey loses it along the traffic. Back goes Dickinson. Or Dixon Child, sorry, not Dickinson, Dixon Child. I have 2 minutes to review these names, and I'm lucky that I'm remembering remotely even close to some of them. Talk coming in, shot again! Manzello stands tall. Dixon Child sends it in. He was looking for his man. Looked to be Nico Bolzark. Bolzark has it, tries to windmill. Tries to go like a windmill and turn that pass behind and in, and just doesn't quite work out his way. Jimmy Sparaccio's out there. He's joined by Evan Conabier, who's now trying to get the puck. It'll go to Von Winter. Von Winter stuck in a jam along the sideboards. Hofstra trying to knock it loose. Conabier in support. Out go the Golden Wolves. Dom Garcia nearly had it. Right now, his goal is the go-ahead currently for the Golden Wolves and the game winner that stands on the line. Entrance, Von Aaron to Matarazzo. Matarazzo back to Von. Oh, what a shot! What a snipe! And Bolzark goes 2 tonight. And nobody covering the lane around Bolzark. He's able to take a shot. McDowell not able to get across in time. They're going to give him that. And this game is now level. The Golden Wolves now in desperate need of a goal if they don't want to go to extra time here. As we fall in, we're just a little north here of 12 minutes. Better say we're a little bit south, about 10 seconds, 11:50 on the board in time. As that puck goes back for Phil Juswick. Juswick around the boards. From behind his own net, he's going to clear it over. Finds Reese Wilson. Stuck in the offensive zone. Alvernia has to play defensive coverage here. That's cleared along the boards. Finds way to Phil Juswick. Juswick from behind the net, trying to find Reese Wilson. Taken away. Oh! McDowell put into a pickle. He saves that one just fine. Out it goes. Back the other way. Trying to make a break is Mullen. Mullen. And they're definitely going to blow the whistle on that one. He got hauled down along the way. And Manzello's going to kind of lay there as Mullen's going to get up slowly too. I don't blame either of them. Those are hard hits to face. The net came loose of its bearing, so a positive for Alvernia is they'll get an offensive zone face-off here. Mullen at center as Manzello gets his gear back on. Little shaken up, but he's perfectly fine. That face-off is won by the Hofstra Pride. They go back the other way, trying to go on offense here. A nice pass over, though, to Reese Wilson, lifted up through the air. And the ref's arms up, saw something they didn't really like there. I couldn't see what they were displeased about. It looked like it happened before, though. The puck got batted down from the air. Either way, they're going to bring it back into the zone. And Alvernia's going to have another crack from the offensive zone. They need to win this face-off first. They do just that. Trying to get on the inside. A man inside not able to wait. It was Maurer who had to skate in. And back out comes Hofstra. Hofstra with renewed vigor after tying this game up. They've been behind the 8 ball the whole game, and Alvernia has led for the better part of 49 minutes. These last 10 are going to be a challenge for them. Shot coming in from Hofstra. No, it's stuck in the lane. Trying to clear it, not able to do so. Shot, glances around, and finally cleared out along the glass. It looks like. Icing call. We're going to go back to Alvernia's zone for a face-off. Face-off upcoming. Alvernia needs a win here on the face-off. Doesn't matter. Hofstra has it. Peoples from around behind the net he goes. Trying to knock this puck into the outskirts of the offensive zone for Hofstra. And potentially get loose. And instead it'll spring John Bellantoni. Bellantoni goes around, tries to find the puck again. Oh! Nails a defenseman down there, or sorry, not a defenseman, a Hofstra player. Shot! Glanced off the pads. That was Nate Ciccarelli. Ciccarelli took a shot. That shot came in that time by Bellantoni. Bellantoni. And it's taking a whole bunch of deflections. Ciccarelli recollects. Shot coming in. And some of those desperation shots we saw earlier from Hofstra, Alvernia is now taking. Back comes Hofstra the other way. Change of personnel up and coming. Passed along. Shot. Glance wide, and as you can tell, number 5, Andrew Monte is back in the game, which is a good sign. Trying to spring an offensive push for Sumi Sparaccio. Sparaccio had a good start to the season. He was really quick to get 6 points. Since then, kind of quiet, but he's looking to get back on the grind. And he scored! Dom Garcia, his second go-ahead goal of the night. Bang, bang, baby. And look who's back on top. And I will restate my prior statement. Dom Garcia now has the go-ahead goal again. As we fall just below 10 minutes, 8.5 to go. Hofstra trying to work this puck. Andrew Monte has to go across to a teammate there. Just going to sky it in for Alvernia to have to play out. Alvernia's going to do just that. Puck is currently stuck in neutral ice. Back comes Alvernia trying to get a hold of it. Although a delayed offsides, I believe, is what stalled it out. Couldn't quite see through the glass either way. Hofstra going to work back. Going north for some offense here. Stuck along the boards, though. That's going to stall him out. And the clock now against Hofstra as we fall just below 7:40. Conabeer was weighing in defensive duties if needed, not needed as Hofstra wasn't able to get a good entrance into the zone. And if there was any time for Alvernia to finish strong, it's these last 7 minutes. Maybe even get a second goal here. And the speedy legs of Roman Carpenter, able to negate the icing. Waldron chips it along. Waldron has options to the inside, outside. It goes to Andrew Denny after a pass to the outside. Andrew Denny tries to shoot it in. Oh, he's looking for a sharp angle shot there, tuck it in. Puck is still loose. Denny out to try to get it. He was shielded. And it's going to take a couple of bounces and roll on out. Calling for a potential line change here as Von Aaron escapes to the bench and will call off someone else. And that will be the entire Matarazzo line off the ice. Definitely was feeling the energy drip away at the end of that. As Carpenter goes behind the net with Waldron. Carpenter receives the puck from Waldron. Left for Waldron by Carpenter. Waiting out in front. Options to try to score with. 6.5 to go. Alvernia just trying to keep this puck in and hem in the Hofstra offense. And down is, looks like Keith Waldron. And towering over him is number 15. Nicolocio and Jordan Cox just hovering over him. Not quite, or sorry, it's Carpenter. Not quite sure what was going on there with Carpenter. Carpenter will, oh, nope, Carpenter's not going to sit. Instead, they're going to hook Alocio for that. And Alvernia's going to have a chance to go up a man here. They'll send out the suspects that you might usually expect on this line. Bellantoni's going to sit in the back with Reese Wilson. They're going to have Maurer, Claycomb, and Brian Pilpel. Pilpel already has an assist today. Bellantoni a goal. Shot coming in. That glances off the backboards. Bellantoni driving in the front of the net. He goes around, tries to find open angle out. Oh! Mansella makes a save. Maurer was taking a shot right out from in front. As we're just a little shy north of 6 minutes left to play here. Looks like Wilson wins the face-off on that one. And Alvernia with the stick handling, trying to set up a pass here. Maybe an off-scale chance in front. Along the boards they play over to the opposite side. Try it out front for Bellantoni. Bellantoni, 2-4-2. Bang, bang, play, my lord. The sharp angle shot and the front facing wrister. Absolute pandemonium now as Dom Garcia. And Brian got the assist as well. I'm told Pilpel now has 2 assists. That puts him shy of just 1 point from 50. We'll have to see how they We'll have to see how they finally score it. I hear that Brian may be at the 50-point mark. We'll have to see how they score it. But if so, Brian Pilpel has reached a career marker that only around maybe 24 players in Alvernia's club history have been able to reach. My math may be a little bit off, I will say. Alvernia extends their lead to 2. And Dom Garcia still has the winning marker. Just now, Bellantoni will get the insurance. As of current, 5.5 to go here. Hofstra can still put up a fight if they want to, but they definitely let their feet off the gas there in the last couple of minutes, allowing Garcia to go ahead and Bellantoni to pat the lead. Phil Juswick's going to send that along the boards, trying to get it out. Alvernia's done a good job at containing Hofstra for the most part. Matt Matarazzo off the board tonight. A highly unusual spectacle when these games happen between 2. And Duncan McDowell making a stand-up save there. Comes out, brings the pads together, and deflects that puck high and wide. 5:10 to go, and this clock quickly counting down now. Matarazzo and Von Aaron will exit, joined by Caleb DeLuca. We saw Caleb DeLuca here last year. That puck skids out. Going back to get his Hofstra. They know Alvernia can be very threatening on those breaks. Bellantoni takes a shot. Whoa, what a shot! Alvernia trying to work the puck here. Manzello's been pretty solid. I know the 6 goals have been given up, but he's had to face a lot here tonight. Hofstra in possession, trying to get it out now. They'll finally do that, and they'll get to neutral ice where Hayden Peoples will receive the puck. Clears it back in. 4.5 left to play here in this 3rd period. Torrey for Alvernia sends it in. Shot coming in. Oh! Took a deflection on the inside. And that one sent to the outside zone. Coming in. Glanced wide. Trying to go out. That would have been Dixon Child. He's trying to receive a pass. No! Intercepted. Trying again. No! In the way. Too many players around. Solo coming in. Shot! Up and high. That was Brian Pilpel. Well, and Brian Pilpel trying not only to get potentially 50 points here tonight, but to go beyond that if they score him as such. The benefactor of a good game so far, even if not all the assists that were here for the night were given to him. Winter, that puck gets loose. Hofstra has to try to go back and collect it. Alvernia has to make a quick move. It's Dom Garcia. Not able to quite get it through, though. And Hofstra not too happy. They want a call. No call coming. As that rolls into their zone. No icing. Out in front. Oh, and Jimmy Spracher got tangled. That was very good on Hofstra to keep him tangled up. Back comes Hofstra with 3 minutes left to play. Around, shot! And they bury it! Wow! John Bellantoni will have the markers, and Sowers giving directions, Coach Sowers, that is, giving directions to his unit on what to do. As Von Aaron, I believe, was the one that net that one, and now applying the pressure here, just south of 3 minutes. And if you've been with me for the last couple of years, you know this is how Hofstra plays. Now Hofstra taking a timeout. The clock's still against them thanks to the Bellantoni marker. And this game is turning into a shootout. Referees and linesmen Peterson, Ballard, and trying to remember what the last one's name was again. Slipped my mind, which I feel terrible about, but having their own discussion. Hopefully, potentially a discussion about what they're going to do after the game. And the final one was Ruben, but we shall see. Alvernia goes back to center. They'll send out Fergus, Ciccarelli, Juswick, Torrey, and Wilson. Torrey to center. They'll have to win this face-off. Hofstra able to win it, though. Hofstra with time ticking against them. Kept in by Alvernia there off an errant pass from Hofstra's own players. And that's just going to skid down, batted down by Reese Wilson. Wilson back the other way. Hofstra coming in. And too many players in the lane there to really allow Hofstra to get a shot off. It's going to clear. Through the legs it goes. And they're trying to find some white jerseys in there. Jordan Cox, it looked like. Von Aaron through center. So you know that Matthew Matarazzo is definitely a part of this scheme. Doesn't matter, though, as Alvernia is able to maintain possession. Oh! And McDowell being challenged. He gets a hold of the puck. Brings the pads together for a save. And Alvernia hanging on just shy of 2 minutes. We're just south of 2 minutes, actually, now. And you have to wonder how many shots are on net at this point. I'm told 57 for us, 34 for Hofstra. Oh, shot coming in. That goes off the back doors. Whoa. Trying to send it to the heavens. Shot coming again. Has to be cleared out. The Golden Wolves were hemmed in, but they were able to send it out. And good on them with the puck and a half left to play here. Hofstra's time dwindling. You wonder if they might pull Manzello here. It's a rarity to see goalies pulled in this league, but you have to wonder, in such a game, would they do it? Puck cleared in. Net goes empty. A potential for a couple of guys to get some points here. And Hofstra not happy with something. They want to call, probably with the... That puck's going to skid out with 50 seconds left. Hofstra in desperation mode. They pulled the net here. And the refs wanting to stop, or the Hofstra wanting an icing, not going to happen. Hofstra trying for a break here. Looks like just tangled up there with 25 left to go. An offsides call. They blow the play dead. And with 18.8 seconds left, Hofstra needs to come up with something quick if they want to tie it. Or Back to center right?
Both sides.
Oh,
What?
I think that should go. Offside pass.
oh, offside pass. There's an offside pass, so Alvernia will get a chance to go empty net from Hofstra's own zone. I don't know why you wouldn't bring the goalie back in, but okay. Reese Wilson sends that one out of the zone. Hofstra with maybe one last chance here. McDowell gloves it down with 8.9 left. Or does that say 4? Could say 9, it could say 4. I apologize. They need to just like lift that white bar up a little. Either way, on the last legs here for Hofstra. Shot, McDowell makes a save. At the end of time, it's over. The game is over. Alvernia hangs on for a 6-5 win. John Bellantoni with the game winner. John Bellantoni and Diam Garcia both had 2 goals in this game, and we think that Brian Pilple might have reached his 50-point mark. We'll see how they end up scoring the game. Anyways, don't go anywhere. I'm going to have an interview with Coach Borelli and potentially another player coming up with you guys in just a second. We're going to go dark for just a moment until they get off the ice, and we'll catch up with you guys once we can. Yep. Don't worry about you. I don't worry about myself. But yes, please don't go anywhere. I'm going to have an interview with Coach Borelli as soon as they all exit the ice. Right. And potentially we're going to get either I'm thinking we'll get either Bellantoni or Garcia in for the interview, player interview. We'll see. I apparently have no sound. I've been talking to nobody.
No, I mean,
No, let's restart. Restart.
All right.
But what did it feel like? You scored 2 goals tonight. You and Dom Garcia. I mean, how's that feel?
it feels great, man. We worked hard.
And then, obviously, what does it take to come back, right? We've lost the last couple of games here. They've been hard to lose. What's it like to come back and win? What does that take? What was the game plan going into it?
Game plan was to just get pucks deep, work, attack their defense. They were short guys today, so we were going to use that to our advantage, and it worked out.
Last question for you. How does it feel to be one of the best offensive defensemen in this league? And I'll see if I get coach at any point, but that was John Bellantoni, folks. John Bellantoni has had a great start to his season, and you kind of saw a glimpse of this when I first came in 2023. He did it in Penn State Harrisburg, and you could just really tell this guy was going to be an offensive workaholic on top of his defensive duties, and he's found a way to really balance himself out. At the end of the game, Alvernia had close to 60-plus shots, so certainly all wheels contributing. I'm going to go see if Coach Borelli's going to come over. If not, we'll do our final goodbyes then. I think we have a coach coming over. Steve Sowers, the mastermind of it all.
Oh, what's up, Ian? How are you?
I'm doing good.
Sorry,
So
a
this
little
is the greatest
head.
strategist right here, I think, in all of hockey. So what was it like? You had to readjust your lines, obviously, and readjust a couple of things. Coming to this game and obviously get a win after going down the last couple of games. What were the adjustments made to get that win?
Well, the whole idea is everybody's got to play their role. And, we got some guys that have different skill sets. So that's the whole, you say the mastermind. It's those guys. It's like they have to buy into what their strengths are and know that that's their role. So when we go about, we're missing Book, obviously. It's a big loss. But, we have other guys that can do things. We just have to mix it up and make sure it works. Now, as the game went on, they were doing some things that not really they were doing, we were kind of like getting in our own way, I should say. So that was the adjustment we made during the game, is we just said, look, simplify your game, go to your strengths, and this is how it worked out.
And obviously they were able to adjust after taking a couple of those bad penalties there, right? Never a good sign, but they were able to adjust and make it a win. And what does this win mean? It was a really hard-fought win for you guys.
Oh, it's huge. I mean, Hofstra's got a good team, and we had a long ride, and there's a storm going on here, and, there's a lot of distractions going on. So, we were on a bit of a losing streak, and this broke that. So now we want to start turning it and get back to where we feel we can be, back on a good win streak. So, we got another 2 tough games coming up this upcoming weekend. So, we're going to have a good week of practice, hopefully, and come into it and refocus.
Yes. Thank you so much, Coach, for your time.
Thanks, Ian.
Have a good night. With that being said, our next game will be against Bloomsburg at home at the Body Zone. Make sure you come and join us in Reading, Pennsylvania to come see that. It's going to be a great one. And remember, from everyone watching, good morning, good afternoon, and good night, folks. Thank you so much.